Okay, hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Okay, so we're talking about data types. We started with numbers, right? And we talked about integers and we talked about floating point numbers. And we mentioned that your program is going to have all sorts of data. You have to have a way to store or a way to have or to accommodate for all kinds of data types, right? Your program can have numbers, in there. It can have strings in there, basically a series of characters joined together. You can have characters itself. Another data type that you're going to end up using in your program. You can end up using in your program. It's called boolean. Okay, and booleans can store values of basically true or false. They can store only two values, either true or false. And so if you wanted to create a boolean variable, you to start it off with the word boolean. That's the type, and then I can call it something like oven on, right? This is a variable name. I came up with it. And so I've told the computer to reserve a space in its memory, right? Call that space oven on and only allow values of type boolean to be stored in there. Now I mentioned that booleans can store only values true or false. Okay, and so I can set the value of oven on, okay, to be equal to true, this way. Okay, capital letter true. Hold on a second. Actually, sorry, small letter true, not capital letter. A small letter true. In other languages, in Python, I think it's a capital letter. Okay, so I've set it to true. You can think of this as, okay, you wrote a program and it got to a point the oven was turned on, and so you want to set the value of oven on to true, so you can use it. You can keep track of whether the oven is on or off. All right, so I've set it to true, and we can actually print it out. System.out.println the value of oven on to C. So when I compile this and I run it, it prints true. Now, the same way you can change the value of oven on to be equal to false, and we can end up printing the value of oven on to C. And so the very first time oven on was true, the second time we changed the value of oven on, and now we are printing the value of oven on. And so the very first time oven on was true, and then we changed the value to false, and now oven on is false. And so booleans, you think, what's the purpose of booleans? Booleans help us evaluate conditions that are true or false. Okay, and for now I just want you to know that there is another data type called a boolean that can store only two values, true or false, and they help us evaluate conditions that are true or false. Eventually you'd see them as we move on forward. We'll write programs that incorporate booleans, but know that there's another data type called booleans, and they are very helpful in evaluating conditions that are true or false. And one more thing I wanted to mention, as I started writing it, when I started writing it, I made it a capital T here, and so that was wrong. Actually, in Python it's a capital T, and so that's sometimes I interchange them. All right, so in Java it's a small letter T. If you write a capital T here and you compile it, it'll complain and say that it doesn't know what this is, and so I need to change it. The same way, this can't be a capital F. It's a keyword, right? So when I compile it, it's complaining and saying that it doesn't know what this capital F, uppercase F is, and so I change it back to small letter. It's fine, and so it's a keyword in Java. And so you can see Dr. Java is doing a good job of even highlighting all the keywords with a deep blue. Anyway, so these are booleans. They can store two values. It's a small letter or lowercase, and they help us evaluate conditions that are true or false. You get to see them more when we incorporate them in programs, but for now just know that they exist. All right, if you have any questions, please comment down below, and as always, I'll do everything to respond to them. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time in the next video. All right then, bye bye.